Hi, good morning everyone, welcome back. If you were watching the earlier stream, the World Tour stream, well, that kind of went sideways as the PMDG Boeing 737-800 isn't working right with Sim Update 10. As far as mine is, maybe I need to just reinstall it. My rudders weren't working at all. Luckily, looks like the rudders are working in this plane. Can't really tell right now, hydraulics aren't on, but I did do a test. Looks like they're working with the fly-by-wire, they're working with the Aerosoft CRJ. The PMDG, though, not working. So, we're just going to do some US tour flights today, at least one. Maybe we'll do two. We'll hop in the CRJ for the next flight. We'll see how that goes. Now, we're getting a little beeping here because they want us to open some doors. I'm not sure what we can open. Open that door. Can't really open the forward door. So they're just gonna walk on through. So again, we gotta kinda have to figure out how to do things with this plane. A little bit different than the PMDG. Frame rate is garbage right now, so I don't know if that's just because there's a lot of planes here in Atlanta. I don't have a lot. I'm assuming I don't get to take advantage of any of the frame rate upgrades everyone else has been getting. So, it is what that is. Alright. Make sure our parking brake is set. Let's just kind of do our flow. Parking brake, flaps are retracted, engine master is off, ignition normal. We'll get the integrated lighting going. Hey, idle hide. Idle. Turn these displays on because it should be on live. Don't want that. In real time. There we go. Landing gear down, anti-skid nose wheel steering. Let's turn the brightnesses up as we go through the cabin on this check. Up top, I forgot to do one thing I wanted to check. Before I go too far along here. There we go. And we'll do the overhead. Now technically we're not even on board yet, so let's go outside. And I don't like that FS HUD ATC uses the stock Airbus Neo plane. But otherwise looks really good. Wow, we got a ton of planes parked here in Atlanta. We're going to be flying Atlanta to Savannah, Georgia on a Delta Flight 2443 in the Airbus A320neo. And we have quite a few planes parked around. So I like that. It's killer on the frame rate. For some reason we have this just random Neo next to us. Alright, let's start the boarding with GSX Pro.
Boarding requested.
One of the problem is I don't notice a lot of these planes actually having the gate applied to them. For some reason, cargo cart's in here. So there's a lot of things left to be desired with FS HUD ATC, but they do interact with the ATC, and that's the good thing is if I'm using the Alpha India group traffic, then I don't have the interaction with the plane, unfortunately. So we'll do the FS HUD ATC on this one. Maybe we'll kind of try and see what the difference is with Alpha India group traffic next time, or next flight. And you can see our gate doesn't actually go where it needs to go. Awesome. Always something. I believe we can actually get the ground power also.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Pilot's taking quite a while. There they are. And they're gonna have to hop to get to the plane itself. But we do have, let's turn on the batteries. External power. Strobe auto. Nav logo lights on. Cruise supply. Nav 1, 2, and 3.
Crew boarding starting.
I guess the alarms aren't going to go off for some reason. Right on down the list. Emergency lights are armed. No smoking. Auto. Seatbelt signs. I don't want those on right now because we are going to fuel. I'm going to get Pack X going. Okay. That was new. Fingers crossed everything works in the plane. Updates have a tendency to break things. So far, so good.
Your crew has boarded.
Crew's boarded, so passengers are going to start coming on.
Passengers boarding starting.
Alright, continuing on, let's get our clearance for this flight. And we'll start setting up the FMC. I hear passengers coming on, I don't see them, so I guess they're not going to try to jump that gap there.
Atlanta clearance, Delta 24443, gate Alpha 12, request clearance to Savannah Hilton Head with information, Foxtrot. Delta 2443, cleared to Savannah Hilton Head, by Varsity 3, Nokia departure, runway 26 left, initial climb, 4000, then is file, squawk, 6606. Cleared to Savannah Hilton Head via Varsity 3, Nokia departure, runway 26 left, initial climb, 4000, then is filed, squawk, 6606, Delta 2443. Delta 2443, readback correct. When ready, contact Atlanta ground, 121.65. When ready, contact Atlanta ground, 121.65, Delta 2443.
Alright, 2443, I don't think I can see this. Alright, so our init page, do our request, pulling this all right from SimBrief. So I'll get that up. There we go. Cost index of 40, flight level 310. Let's double check, make sure everything matches up with our actual flight brief. Okay, did I not? Oh my. Always do that. Can we actually save something? So I can use it. Look at my flight plan. What livery should I make? I don't know. Oh, do you make liveries for? You make liveries for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I can't remember if you said that. Because there actually are some. I need to. There are some I can use. If you do. Alright, that should be. Now I should have my flight plan. Right? Yes, no, maybe. There we go. Alright, yep. So our cost index is 40. 40, we have a cruise of 310. Atlanta, Savannah. Wind and temp, we'll just leave that out. Don't need to put that in. Zero fuel weight, page 2, not needed right now. Go to the flight plan. We're going. Actually, we should go to fuel first. Let's get our fuel coming. Fuel? Payload. Fuel. Same thing. Today, I'm going to put on 5,500.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it.
Alright, so our first point is Noki. Taking that to Delta Bravo November, direct to Lots, direct to the Savannah VOR, and then we'll be going runway 1 is our plan over there. Click on Atlanta because we are cleared for runway 26 left.
Please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process.
26 left, and we are taking Varsity 3
Thank you and welcome aboard.
Varsity 3. Insert. And there's our intercept, Snuffy, Slaw, Rigs, Rivet, Varsity, and we got discontinuity. Just clear that out. Performance page. Put in flaps 1. Transition is 18,000. That's all we need for the flight plan. I'm going to bring up the performance calculator from SimSmart. Keep going on that. Let's see. Here's SimSmart. Let's in the airport, Atlanta, runway 26 left. Anti-ice off, takeoff weight, waiting on that. So waiting on all the rest of this stuff. We'll put that away for now. Radio navigation page. We're going to want the few things for our arrival. So ILS is
Refueling truck is on its way.
Of course the refueling truck is on its way. Why does it do that? Sometimes it does that, other times it doesn't. Now it's going to bring the refueling truck and we have to wait for that. But what I want to put in is we have the ILS 111.9. That will automatically populate. But I want the VORs. So we're going to do Savannah 115.95. And we'll put in the course later once we know what course we want to have. there is a VOR radial on the climb out. So we'll actually put that in. Well, I'm going to keep it clear because we might need it for landing. If we do a VOR landing, we'll actually put a different course in. But the go-around has a radial. We want to be on the radial 001. Anyway, we have also Hunter over here. Doesn't look like we need that for anything, but I'm going to put that on just so we have it. 111.6.
We're on your time now.
Passengers are all on board.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome
Double
aboard
check over
flight
here, see if we have our weights.
2443. Our flight time will be roughly 55
Fuel's
minutes.
all on board
Now
and
that
the
the cabin door
payload.
is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin
We'll
for
go to
departure.
page 2. I thought I closed that. What did I close? I'm hiding the wrong things. Alright, zero fuel weight is in there. Fuel planning. We actually have 5.5 on board for fuel. Winds. We're going to have a plus 10. So we're going to have a tailwind of 10 knots. Now we can bring up the calculator. Takeoff weight is 64.6 tons. Center of gravity is 23.9, so that's less than 27%. Forward. Air conditioning, keep that on. Calculate. I can jump over to our performance page. Flex temperature 68 Celsius. Engine out at 1995. And 144 for all of our speeds. Okay, we are ready to go. We're going to ask for pushback and startup.
Atlanta ground, Delta 2443, gate Alpha 12. Request pushback and startup.
Delta 2443, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved. Delta 2443.
There it goes. There's the APU. We'll get GSX Pro to
Atlanta ground, 1860, heavy, gate,
Oh,
Bravo
wait.
12. Request pushback
stupid
and
fuel
startup.
truck is what we're waiting for.
1860, heavy, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved. 1860, heavy.
I can't stand it when
Atlanta
GSX
ground,
decides to, because
1860,
we don't really
heavy.
need the fuel truck.
Request
But
taxi.
okay, here it comes.
1860, heavy, hold
With the
position.
PMDG, you can
Hold
skip the fuel
position,
truck. For some reason, when you do
heavy.
the A32NX, it does a whole thing where you need the
taxi
fuel
to
truck.
holding point.
And I actually think it works. You could actually connect the fuel truck.
It's
Gonna run into all this stuff over here.
Taxi to holding point. Runway 08 left.
This is a mess.
Foxtrot
Just
2.
a bunch of
Foxtrot
junk.
Echo. Victor. Bravo. Hotel 1860. Heavy.
Fuel truck is in position.
Delta 1697, contact Atlanta Tower 119.1.
Contact Atlanta Tower 119.1. Delta 1697.
Southwest 1934, contact Atlanta Tower 119.1.
Don't need me anymore.
Contact Atlanta Tower 119.1. Southwest 1934.
Yeah, I don't need you. See if it sees it. They really need... GSX needs to figure out how to make the fueling, because it's like, oh, use the in-game. I'm not going to use the in-game. Like, what do I do? I have to change it a little bit. I just did. It's not doing anything still. Okay. Yeah. I didn't call it. I just called boarding. And it's weird how it can't decide if it's going to come or not come. I like how there's no GPU for some reason. Go away. It's so pointless because it doesn't do anything. That's the biggest problem. Is like it doesn't do it. It doesn't even connect and do any animation. It just sits here and blocks of it. Now what are you talking about? It's not doing anything. Do I go in here and do something? Do I do it on the A320nx? See, I figured out how to do it with the evil numbers. Oh, really? On the EFB. I just add some more fuel in here. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, that's what's weird is like,
Atlanta ground, Spirit Wing
why do I need to?
740, runway vacated with
Why does it
Charlie.
call it if I don't want it? You know. So I guess the A32NX it calls it. Because with the PMDG, I just use the PMDG fuel truck. I don't even call for fuel through GSX.
Charlie, Alpha 5, hold short of runway.
I'm really confused though.
We are ready to push back.
Spirit Wing 740. Spirit Wing 740,
ground power
contact
just never
Atlanta
connected
Tower
at all.
119.1. Contact Atlanta Tower 119.1. Spirit Wing 740.
Fuel pumps
Atlanta
on.
ground, Spirit Wing 740, runway vacated with Charlie.
Turn on the beacon
Spirit
lights.
Wing
We're ready to go here.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Continue taxi via Charlie. Spirit Wing
I just wish my frame
740.
rate wasn't so awful. I do have it set to do the plane one, but like it doesn't work right sometimes. It's so weird. I guess okay. So the A32NX, I just have to do it through the
Locking gear.
through the A32NX menu. I didn't know that. I didn't know if it would actually work. Mika, I can't use DLSS because I don't have an RTX card. I still have the GTX or whatever, the 1080 or the 1070. So I'm way out of date. So I'm hoping that once I update, my card will actually have something useful. Which way do I want to go? Runway 26 left. We're going to want our tail to the right.
Release parking
Well, that's
brake.
good. I could use 12 more FPS right now. It's just there's too many planes, and it's weird how the longer the sim is out, and the more I use something like FS HUD, ATC, or I use
Release parking brake.
AIG traffic, the worse my frame rate gets. It's like degrading.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
I'm also having all kinds of issues with like flashing on my screens. Oh man, the frame rate sucks. Alright, ignition, starting engine 2. Sorry about the frame rate, but I'm on a low end, I guess low end system, right?
This amazing flight attendant really did touch our lives. I just felt taken care of.
She went above and beyond to get us home.
At Delta, connecting you to what matters is what matters most. As America's most awarded airline, this remains our #1 honor.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
1928, heavy contact Atlanta Tower, 119.1. Contact Atlanta Tower, 119.1, 1928 heavy.
Also depends what direction I'm facing. If I'm facing this way, I get better frame rate. Facing towards the terminal or the tower, it's not nice.
If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle.
Please remain seated. With your seatbelt
That's parking brake.
Starting engine 1.
Seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off.
Yep, I used to do iRacing.
In case of sudden rough air.
In the event of rough air,
So if you go back on my channel, way back, there's a bunch of iRacing, or a few iRacing
Federal
videos.
regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information.
Used to be in a league and
Waiting
everything,
your
and
confirmation for a good engine
we'll
start.
do the logos and graphics for them.
Smoking, vaping, the use of e-cigarettes, or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling,
Spexel, I'm not doing multiplayer right now, but you could go on. There are multiplayer options like BatSim, and I think there is a built-in multiplayer within Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't use it because people just fly around like crazy.
Ground, 6440, heavy, marking 296, request push back and start up.
Find the exits closest to you. And remember, they might be behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I almost jumped over and did like some Jedi Knight.
It's unlikely, but
Maybe I'll do that after this flight. I don't know. We'll see. See what I feel like doing. Basically, I don't do the. I just don't have time for the racing anymore. Like my schedule's just all over the place. But also my steering wheel
Unlocking gear.
busted one of the things on the steering wheel, so I could always like drill it into a desk or something, and then it won't go anywhere. Alright, locking gear, ignition there. I do have the engine, so we'll turn off the APU.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist.
Left is clear.
Attach it to the buckle
Right
of your
is
belt,
clear.
And adjust securely around your
Flaps
waist.
to ground, 4165, heavy, gate, Alpha 11, request push back and start up.
By flowing into the tube, actually.
Atlanta ground, Delta 1459er, gate, Tango 15.
I have the Logitech,
Start up.
for the I have the G27, one of the older wheels, but I think just looks like a better wheel.
004, heavy, gate, Bravo 14, request
One of the best
push
wheels
back
out
and
there, I
start
think.
up.
At least for my price range. Some of the other ones look too cheap, flimsy. But of course, like the wheel's nice and firm, but the little things that hook to your desk, one of those busted eventually. But I had it for a few years, so I still have it. I could always pump those out and do that, but maybe once, I think especially once I get a new graphics card, we'll start doing some other stuff. Oh man, FS HUD. Why can't they get this right? AIG traffic works beautifully. For some reason, FS HUD doesn't.
Atlanta ground, Delta 2443, request taxi.
Delta 2443, taxi to holding point, runway 26 left, via Foxtrot Echo.
Taxi to holding point, runway
I'm at the point right now, it's like I just
via Foxtrot Echo,
really want to get a
Delta
new
2443.
But still waiting for the right price. Because everything is, I mean, even like the only ones that are really coming down in price are the like 3080s, 3090s. You find those on sale. 3070s, maybe like $25 less than MSRP, maybe. Like, Come on, guys. The 40 series is coming out. These are 2-year-old cards, and we're still selling them for, you know, ridiculous. Jeez. This is the worst frame rate I've probably ever gotten over here. There we go. It's always interesting how some places have are a little bit tougher than others on the frame rate. Alright, max for the auto brake on takeoff. Takeoff config. Normal. And we'll do a cabin check. I didn't actually listen to what our taxi clearance is. Foxtrot Echo. Alright, so we're gonna start here. Foxtrot Echo. That's all we need. Yep. Foxtrot to Echo. Echo's right there. We could just take Echo all the way, but we're cleared for Foxtrot. Foxtrot to Echo to runway 26 left. We got over 10,000 feet to taxi. All the way to the other end of the airport. Okay, but doing this flight from Atlanta to Savannah. We got Hartsfield, Jackson, Atlanta International Airport to Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. Jumped to this flight because first flight of the night, or the morning. Our Copa Airlines flight from our World Tour 180 flight from Panama City up to San Jose kind of did not get off the ground because the PMDG 737-800, or at least with my sim, the rudder isn't working at all, the brakes aren't working, and the ailerons and elevator were very sluggish. So we just couldn't get that flight going. Not sure what's going on with that. Guess it has something to do with Sim Update 10. So I'm going to try to reinstall PMDG. Maybe that'll fix it. But no problems with the fly-by-wire. No problems with the CRJ from Aerosoft. So we're going to do a couple of these flights instead, or at least one. And maybe we'll do something else. Maybe if you guys are interested, maybe I'll go play some Jedi Knight or something. Do a shooter, Star Wars shooter. Old school Star Wars shooter. Or we'll do the next world tour or next US tour flight. We'll fly from Savannah up to Charlotte. Cruising a little bit here. Slow down. So we got a little hump. Hey, Panacos. Welcome in.
Contact Atlanta
How are you doing?
Tower 119.1.
Contact Atlanta Tower 119.1. Endeavour 4926.
Oh, bumpy airport. I probably said this 1,000 times. I don't know what I'm going to pull the trigger, but I'm using FS HUD ATC, and it injects traffic, but the traffic is a little janky. It doesn't flow as nicely as it flows better following like what the ATC is doing supposedly. Even though I've noticed it goes the opposite direction of me sometimes. So I'm almost tempted to just go back to the base Alpha India Group traffic injection, and I'll just use the FS HUD for my own ATC, or maybe no ATC at all. I don't know. Sometimes it's more work than it's worth. I'm doing alright. A little frustrated on the first flight, so basically wasted first flight of the day. And I only can get in a couple flights every time I have off on my off days, so a little frustrated. But best to be expected, I guess, from Sim Update 10. Luckily, the FlyByWire A320nX is working here, and the Aerosoft is working, and I'm assuming a lot of other planes are working. Just the PMBG was giving us trouble. Alright, landing lights on. We have, we're trying to contact the tower.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 2443, runway 26 left, ready for departure.
Delta 2443, line up, runway 26 left.
Line up, runway 26 left, Delta 2443.
Alright. Lining up.
Endeavor 4926, contact Atlanta, departure 119.8.
Contact Atlanta, departure 119.8, Endeavor 4926.
I'm guessing that's the bypass around Atlanta right there. It's the interstate and it actually goes under these runways.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 2443.
Alright, we're cleared for takeoff.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 2455, on final, 09er right.
Delta 2455, continue approach.
Continue approach, Delta 2455.
Endeavor 5336, vacate left with Sierra Charlie. When vacated, contact ground 121.65.
Vacate left with Sierra Charlie. When vacated, contact ground 121.65. Endeavor 5336.
See, you hear all the ATC chatter, but I don't see the planes as much as you should. So, right, landing gear up. One plane moving at least. Yeah, this is always so cool when I'm driving on the bypass right there. Kind of driving, planes are coming right over you landing, if they're coming from the east. Let's pull back to climb. And retract the flap. Autopilot set.
Traffic, traffic.
Traffic.
Traffic, traffic.
Oh, there he is.
Delta 2443.
Yeah, see, the problem with the kind of little jerky is it's kind of stepping, whereas the Alpha Indy Group traffic is nice and smooth, so I don't know what the difference is there. Why it does that.
Atlanta departure, Delta 2443, Varsity 3, departure at 3,600. Delta 2443,
a little flickering on the screens too lately.
13,000, altimeter 2996.
13,000?
Continue climb 13,000, Delta 2443.
Doesn't help that we have a little bit of a morning fog coming out of Atlanta either, but I do enjoy flying over the United States. It is my home country. It's got such a distinctive look, the way we build our cities and kind of these little subdivisions and all that kind of stuff. It's very different than the rest of the world. Of course, everywhere in the world has slightly different ways, but it's nice to get over the United States. I don't fly it terribly a lot, and I'm kind of moving into doing this pattern of doing a world tour flight and doing a US tour flight. Not too long flights on these US tour flights, and flying into places that typically I don't think of flying into. I didn't think of flying, I never even thought of flying to Savannah. This is going to be my first time flying to Savannah. I've been to Charlotte, but we got we're going to fly into Greensboro. We're going to go from Charlotte up to Greensboro, North Carolina, so that should be fun. We have, from there, we're going up to D.C., and then D.C., I believe, into Philadelphia. So that's a little short hop. and Philadelphia over to Harrisburg, which is the capital over there by 3 Mile Island, the nuclear power plant where they had that had a nuclear power plant disaster at 3 Mile Island. From Harrisburg, we're going to fly over to Newark, I believe. Take that up to... I'm not sure exactly where we're going with that. I think up to Boston, maybe, or New Hampshire. I mean, we'll be flying to places I typically wouldn't fly. We're going to fly to Rhode Island, to that Rhode Island International. I'm debating if I want to buy that airport. Where all depends. We're trying to figure out our family budget right now, so if I'll have that money to be able to spend. Kind of can see all the little Christmas lights down there, way off in the distance at the airport. Those are all the planes that are loaded in. Well, FS HUD did a good job of loading planes in. Just leaves a little bit to be desired with the way the planes operate.
Delta 2443, climb and maintain. Flight level 220, contact Atlanta Center 120.45. Climb and maintain. Flight level 220, contact Atlanta Center 120.45. Delta 2443. Delta 5126. Atlanta Center, Delta 2443.
Using the experimental version of the FlyByWire A320nX right now. So every once in a while we get a little something like this that I'm not used to seeing.
Delta 2443, radar contact. Continue
14,000
climb.
feet,
Flight
so
level 220.
don't even go standard yet. Pressure.
Continue climb. Flight level 220. Delta 2443.
Of course, my flight tracking, my Volanta isn't working again. Let's do that. Why isn't it?
1928, heavy, climb and maintain. Flight level 330.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 330. 1928, heavy.
So we're out by Peachtree City. I was trying to see if those are any rivers, but we actually took off. Yeah, we took off to the west, so now we're headed back east, turning east. Flew over Interstate 285 there. Now. A lot of fog blocking up the view. Let's see if we can find Atlanta. I think Atlanta's going to be. It's up there. Can't even see the airport, really. The airport should be...
Endeavor 4926, climb and maintain. Flight level 310.
Let's go to standard pressure.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 310. Endeavor 4926.
Turned off those landing lights a while back. Turn the seatbelt signs off. Passengers. Short hop. Estimated arrival about 48 minutes, or that's our expected arrival. Going to be a little bit sooner than that, I think. 26 minutes remaining right now.
You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when using in case of unexpected turbulence.
2443. Climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climb and maintain flight level 310. Delta 2443.
Alright, I believe our cruise level today is 310. Yep. There's our top of climb. So these are new on the experimental top of climb, top of descent. That usually doesn't show over on the developmental version. Speed limit as well. This is new. Alright, so our flight plan, we're flying into Sierra Alpha Victor, which is the VOR. It's right on top of the airport. We're going to fly right into there, and then we're going to follow a approach.
Atlanta Center 1860.
Haven't been given the approach yet.
Departure.
I'm looking at the ILS, but I'm gonna.
Climbing. Flight level
There's also a VOR, and that might be what we're actually gonna get.
1860. Heavy radar contact. Continue climb. Flight level 220.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get the.
Continue
We're
climb.
gonna do the VOR. I think the VOR is the one that's gonna make a little bit more sense to do. The weather should be fine to do it, and it's been a while since I've done a VOR. Look at it. There's our flight right now. We're on the Varsity 3 coming out. We're going to fly past Macon down to Warner Robins. Then we're going to take a turn to the east.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Delta 2097.
I don't know if this CH106Y. I've never seen that before.
Southwest
But this 115.95, I believe that is the VOR.
Maintain.
I was looking on this one, we'd also have an ILS. We do have the VOR already programmed into our radio. So that's good. 115.95, Sierra Alpha Victor. We need to be at, looks like 3,000 feet once we get to the VOR. Gagne, which is 16 miles out. We're going to do a 16-mile arc, get down to 2,500 feet at Iota, and then turn onto our final course of 6 degrees. We're going to descend to 2,000 Freeman, and then I'm not sure what these different things are, but basically a 3-degree slope will bring us in for landing. Obis is our minimum. Minimum is 520 feet. If we do need to go around, we'll climb out at 4,000 feet. And we will, let's read what it says. Climb to 4,000 feet direct Sierra Alpha Victor Vortac and outbound via the radial 001. So we'll kind of go off of the VOR radial 001 to Tills intercept. Yeah, that'll be a waypoint, which is 20 miles out from
Climb and
Savannah.
maintain flight level 310, Delta 1459er. 6023, radar contact. Maintain 10,000, altimeter 29991.
Maintain 10,000.
Right, airport elevation 50 feet. Touchdown zone is at 39 feet. So you can actually put that in. That 520 is our minimum. Put that into the approach. Contact got a little dust in there or something. So go right here, performance. Next phase. Next phase. We want the 520 on the barometer there. And I'm going to pull up, I'm going to just get the weather information. It's funny, sometimes I'll request the weather information, I'll get it immediately, and other times you have to wait a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what it is about flying over the United States, it feels different for me than flying over anywhere else in the world. I guess it's just because I've driven in a lot of these areas too. Especially driving over the road, trucking. So that highway we're seeing off right there, that is Interstate 75, which goes all the way from, I believe, the southernmost tip of Florida, probably even to the Florida Keys. Goes all the way north to, where does it actually go? It goes up to,
flight level 330,
goes all the way to Detroit.
1860, heavy, climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 310, 1860, heavy.
There's Macon, Georgia, right there.
74926, climb and maintain, flight level 320.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 320, Endeavour 4926.
Alright, making our turn. Actually, right above Warner Robins Air Force Base. There it is. Oh, that's the Air Force. Is that the Air Force Base? Yeah, that's the Air Force Base, Warner Robins. I've gone right past that. I'm trucking. I think their airport, there's their city airport right there.
Delta 2443, expect Sierra Alpha Victor, CORDME, approach, runway 01, report when ready for descent.
Alright, so we got runway 1. I just want to pick my parking spot, make sure I got the parking spot right. Alright, so VOR, DME, transition, Sierra Alpha Victor, apply, and we are ready for descent. So that's how quick this flight is. Took no time at all. Here's our company message.
Expected Sierra Alpha Victor, VOR,
destination data.
Runway
Hey, Beef.
01, report when ready for descent. Delta
Doing well. Yeah, how's everyone else doing? Thanks for asking. Yeah, we're already coming in on our approach.
Flight level 320.
Print that out.
90903, radar contact, proceed direct Lima Golf
Right.
Charlie, maintain 10,000, altimeter 29904.
We're ready for descent.
Delta 2443, ready for descent.
Delta 2443, proceed direct Sierra Alpha Victor, maintain flight level 310.
Proceed direct Sierra Alpha Victor, maintain flight level 310. Delta
2H2,
2443.
basically our standard. 22 or
Proceed
29.
direct Lima Golf Charlie,
2.
maintain 10,000, 99903.
Temperature is
6632, heavy,
23
radar contact.
degrees.
Expect Delta Oscar Sierra Lima
Winds
Echo,
290
nav,
at 3
approach,
knots, so
runway
not too
15,
much
report
on
when
the
ready for
front.
descent.
We got our minimum in
Delta
520.
Oscar Sierra Lima Echo, RNAV, approach, runway 15, report when ready for descent. 6632, heavy.
Endeavour 4926, expect Sierra Uniform Golf, ILS, approach, runway 17.
They actually gave us a direct
Expect
to
Sierra
clearance.
Uniform
We
Golf,
got a
ILS,
direct
approach, runway 17,
to
Endeavour
Savannah.
4926. 6632, heavy, ready for descent.
6632, heavy, proceed direct dose, descend and maintain 5,900, altimeter
also going
29903.
Proceed direct dose, descend and
I
maintain
wanted to put that, actually got to put this on our flight
5,900,
plan.
6632, heavy.
So arrival, descent routes.
2820, radar
Haven't
contact.
been cleared yet.
Proceed direct
ILS,
Foxtrot Oscar
and we're doing
Tango,
not
Foxtrot
doing
Echo,
ILS, we're
climb
doing
and maintain
VOR.
10,000, altimeter 29903.
Proceed direct Foxtrot Oscar Tango Foxtrot Echo, climb and maintain 10,000, 2820.
Delta 1459,
Yoda.
climb and maintain flight level 330.
Climb
These
and
altitudes are
maintain
way
flight
too
level
high.
330, Delta
I think at Yoda we need to be
1459.
at 2,500 feet, so no. No to all this. All to these altitudes. Can I descend? Iota. Come on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Back on the chart. So VOR, we need to be at 3,000. That's the Savannah SAV right there. Sierra Alpha Victor. 3,000 feet. Gagne, 3,000 feet. Then we're going to descend to 2,500 at Iota onto our final course of 6 degrees. At Freeman, we're going to capture the glide slope at 2,000 feet. 3 degree, basically a 3 degree glide slope. Obice 520 is our minimum, and we're going to land. So, not sure what those altitudes are that it have in the flight computer, but those aren't accurate. That way, I actually can change those. That'll really do anything with the ATC. We do want to be at 2,000. Yes, no? I want to do that? That's top of the sense in the wrong place. I'm trying to put in my seat. Usually that lets me do that. So 220, 3,000 feet. Do anything there.
1860, heavy, climb and maintain, flight level 330.
Climb and maintain, flight level 330, 1860, heavy.
Endeavour 4926, descend and maintain, flight level 230.
Descend and maintain, flight level 230, Endeavour 4926.
Yeah, we should already be descending, I guess. 88, already 88-mile radius. We should be descending. I don't know why. Just, come on, let me descend, please.
Radar contact. Maintain 10,000. Altimeter 29902.
Maintain 10,000. 90674.
Delta 2843. Radar contact. Expect layout Peachtree 2. Arrival. ILS. Approach. Runway 10. Report when ready for descent.
Atlanta Center, Delta 2443.
Okay, I'm going to request descent.
7,500.
At least get going.
Delta 2443. Continue descent. 7,500. Altimeter 29902.
Continue descent. 7,500. Delta 2443. Expect to be miles Yankee Uniform Hotel. Sierra India Tango Tango Hotel 2. Arrival. Duty ILS.
Seatbelt signs on.
10. Report when ready for descent. Delta 2843.
90674. Proceed direct descent and maintain 4,000. Contact Jacksonville. Center 119.1.
Proceed direct descend and maintain 4,000. Contact Jacksonville. Center 119.1.
I'm not sure why I can't change these. I used to be able to change them. Now they're not letting me change them.
6632. Heavy. Descend and maintain 3,600.
Descend and maintain 3,600. 6632. Heavy. Delta 2843. Ready for descent.
6632. Heavy. Proceed direct Charlie Alpha Mike Golf India.
You know what? You can see the coast with the Atlantic coast right there, Georgia. So Savannah's right in front of us.
Delta 2843. Descend and
Pretty cool
maintain
view.
12,000. Altimeter 29903.
That city right there
Maintain 12,000. Delta 2843.
is Swainsboro. Swainsboro, Georgia, right there.
6291 inbound.
See their airport, which is Kilo Sierra Bravo Oscar Emmanuel County Airport.
6291, radar contact, maintain 10,000, altimeter.
Just below us, it looks like that's a Metter.
Maintain 10,000, 6291.
We're basically flying along, I believe this is Interstate 16.
Departure at
That's the interstate right there, the freeway.
Climbing. Flight level
It's Interstate 16, all the way from Macon, Georgia, down to Savannah. That's its route.
Heavy radar contact.
Not really interstate,
Flight level
or
220.
intrastate.
Continue
Part of the
climb.
interstate
Flight
system,
level 220,
connecting
6440 heavy.
connecting Savannah to Macon and via Macon to Atlanta.
1,700.
Descend and maintain 1,700, 6632 heavy.
Delta 2443, descend and maintain 4,300, altimeter 29903, contact Jacksonville, center 119.1.
Descend and maintain 4,300, contact Jacksonville Center 119.1, Delta 2443.
66.
Slow.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 2443, inbound, Sierra Alpha Victor, at flight level 290, descending 4,300.
Delta 2443, radar contact, continue descent 4,300, altimeter 29903.
Continue descent 4,300, Delta 2443.
Another thing that I'm hoping will disappear once I get a newer graphics card will be this flickering. Breaks out to get this descent going. For some reason, why is it just insisting on 1,000 feet per minute? Does it? Do I have VNAV now? Maybe there's a VNAV actually involved. I don't know, but I feel like 40. Well, how much time do we got here? 5 minutes. We're only going to be, 1,000 feet per minute, 5 minutes. We're only going to be at 18, not even 22,000. Why can't we descend? What is this? Am I just being impatient? Because I want to be at 3,000 once we get to Savannah. So,
Atlanta Tower 27905, runway 01, ready for departure. 27905, line up, runway 01. Line up, runway 01, 27905. 90666, radar contact.
Let's be able to descend at a little bit more rapid rate. And now it's taking so long.
Maintain 10,906.
Let's turn on our VOR. That is the Savannah one.
Heavy radar contact. Expect Sierra Alpha Victor ILS.
We want
Approach
006 to come in, I guess.
Ready for descent. 27905.
I'm also going to put in the 115.95 again.
Runway 01,
Or if we need to do a go around.
27905.
Radial
Expect
001.
Sierra Alpha Victor ILS. Approach runway 10. Report when ready for descent. 1923 heavy. Made 171.
I can cheat.
Radar contact. Proceed direct
Well,
orbit.
I don't know if it's
Maintain
cheating, but
10,000 altimeter.
typically the ILS
29903.
isn't always, it might not be on, but why not use it if you can, right? We are doing the VOR approach, but we can always have the ILS on. They'll help us kind of
Lindbergh 4446, radar contact. Expect
even
nav,
connect
approach, runway 03, report when ready for descent.
Once we're close enough.
Expect RNAV.
There we go. Now we got 3,000 feet.
Report
For some
when
reason
ready
it
for
climbs
descent.
back up, though.
Lindbergh 4446.
7047, radar contact. Maintain 10,000, altimeter 29902. Maintain 10,000, 7047. 1923 Heavy. Proceed direct Sierra Alpha Victor. Maintain flight level 220. Proceed direct Sierra Alpha Victor. Maintain flight level 220. 1923 Heavy.
Lindbergh 4446, ready for descent.
1298 radar contact. Proceed direct Charlie Uniform Mike Oscar Bravo. Climb and maintain flight level 210.
Proceed direct Charlie Uniform
Drawing a
Mike
very
Oscar
weird
Bravo. Climb and maintain
arc here.
flight level 210. Plane
Why is it going
master
from Yoda all over the
1298.
runway? Should be going Freeman. I don't see a
90601
disconnect.
radar contact.
So.
Proceed direct Bravo India Juliet Uniform Victor. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
Frame rate.
Proceed direct Bravo India Juliet Uniform Victor. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
How many planes is it
90601.
loading in is my question. I've done flights where there's like one plane, and now, especially Savannah, for some reason now it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to load 500 planes in.
Lindbergh 4446, maintain flight level 330. 3156, cleared visual approach at 1100, runway 05, report runway in sight. Cleared visual approach at 1100, runway 05, report runway in sight 3156.
We got the Little Black River and, or the Little Back River and the Savannah River. They kind of split off.
119.2. Contact tower 119.2.
Go along with each other a little bit there. We have another inlet.
Maintain flight level
The Bull River, the Wilmington River.
2702.
Coming in over there.
Radar contact. Maintain flight level 320.
Further south, the Little Ogeechee River. And the Ogeechee River, the
radar
regular.
contact. Expect Alpha Yankee Sierra ILS.
Quite a few
Approach
rivers kind of
runway
coming in here. I'm not going to try to name
04,
them all.
ready for descent.
Savannah, I think, is right.
Expect Alpha Yankee Sierra ILS.
Savannah's gonna be
Approach
right
runway
there.
04.
Actually,
Report
right there.
when ready for descent.
Kind of almost over it.
4355.
Look at downtown's right there.
134 radar contact. Expect Wobbit.
And if we get low enough, or if we were flying a VFR, we could actually fly over. I think they have this pretty cool. They got buildings on the riverfront, and then there's that like a park that stretches along, and that. I'm thinking that's in Forrest Gump. That bench he's sitting on, that's in that like stretch of park. You can actually see that street, that stretch of park that he's sitting on waiting for the bus, and then obviously the old lady tells us like, hey, it's just down the street. Just walk that way. You don't have to. Especially considering you ran all over the country. Okay. Ground pressure, which is the same as standard pressure at this point.
4355, ready for descent.
We are definitely too high.
Ready for descent.
So,
Delta 1575, heavy radar contact. Maintain flight level 330.
I'm gonna go out to Gagne and then do like a holding pattern with
Delta
Gagne.
1575, heavy. 4355, descend and maintain 4000, altimeter
We are way too high.
29902.
It's such a slow
Descend and maintain
descent
4000,
here.
4355.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading 136.
Turn right
Maybe
to
a
heading
hold,
136. Delta 2443.
134, maintain 10,000, altimeter 29902. Delta 2443, turn right to heading 153.
Turn right to heading 153. Delta 2443. Maintain 10,000, 134.
526, radar contact, maintain.
No, on the
10,000,
FlyByWire you
altimeter
just gotta go, you just have
29902.
to, do you mean manually you have to use vertical speed? Or you have to press this knob up to get that to activate? Because that's how you do it. You have to press the knob, press up, and whatever else. And then it will automatically do it. For some reason it's going really slow on descent now. Very shallow descents, even though I need to get down within a few hundred miles. So I'm doing vertical speed right now, just because I'm way too high. For some reason it insists on taking its time on the descent.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading 163.
Turn right to heading 163.
So there's Savannah below us. You see that little stretch of park, that trees. It looks like they have it. Some of those, but there's actually kind of like a park stretch there, and that's where Forrest Gump is sitting on the bench waiting for the bus.
Delta 2
Savannah, I believe.
3.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading 174.
Turn right to heading 174. Delta 2443.
Delta 2443.
Yeah, well, what do you
turn
mean?
right
Do you just
to
put in
heading
the 4,000 feet?
179er.
Because you have to, if you're on autopilot, you have to press up, and then you get the little orange dot, and then it should start descending. And if it doesn't, then you can do vertical speed. But it doesn't, it will not automatically, it doesn't do VNAV, so like in the PMBG, the Boeing 737, you put in a lower altitude than where you're at, the VNAV will automatically go down to that altitude once it knows that we're at the top of the descent. And if you don't, it'll slow the plane down a lot as if it's descending, and it'll be like, hey, you need to put in a lower altitude so I can descend. This one, it's all, you have to plug in what you want, and it won't do anything, but then you have to press the button. You can either press it up or down. I think down is an override if you press it up, like this. So I get down, or I can go up. Up, it'll get the orange dot, and it'll do like a kind of a VNAV, a controlled descent.
heading 230. Delta 2443.
We're going to kind of go in a hold here to get to our, because we should be already at 3,000 feet.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading
And they should be really clearing us down.
Right to heading
I don't know why they have us at 4,300 feet.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading 263.
Turn right to heading 263. Delta 2443.
Jacksonville Center 286.
As I said, the more I use the FS HUD ATC, the more it becomes like the in-game ATC, where
turn right to heading 275.
just can't get things
Turn
right.
right to heading 275. Delta 2443.
But at least it lets me get clearance on the ground with most of the planes, because the only plane I can do clearance with are the stock planes with the in-game ATC. PMBG, the Aerosoft CRJ, they don't work with the in-game ATC, at least for getting clearance, IFR clearance.
Descend and maintain 4,134. Delta 2443, turn right to heading 309er.
Turn right to heading 309. Delta 2443.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading 324.
Turn right to heading 324. Delta 2443.
Delta 2443, turn right to heading 337.
Turn right to heading 337. Delta 2443.
Jacksonville Center Q958 at 9,600. Delta 2443, turn left to heading 284.
Turn left to heading 284. Delta 2443.
4355, proceed direct Charlie Foxtrot Charlie Juliet Zulu, descend and maintain 1,900. Delta 2443, turn left to heading 276.
Turn left to heading 276. Delta 2443. Proceed direct Charlie Foxtrot Charlie Juliet Zulu, descend and maintain 1,900. 4355.
Yeah, the flight computer's got all the wrong stuff in here, so I'm going to have to do a lot of manual
Turn left to heading
stuff.
259. Delta 2443.
I'm going to let it just do this loop. We're going to get to 2,500. We'll be good for Yoda. Honestly, I have no idea why both the ATC and the fly-by-wire of the plane here just don't understand this approach. I need to be at 2,500 feet, and it's saying, no, you can be at 6,000. You can be going 280. It's like,
approach at 1,900
got my lights on.
runway 04.
I'm forgetting my landing lights
on localizer. Delta 2443, turn left to heading 235.
once we get on the approach, I'm going to turn on the replay. We'll start getting a recording replay.
Cleared ILS approach at 1,900
in-game,
runway
we'll use the in-game
04.
system, and
Report established on
hopefully
localizer
get
4355.
a good view
Delta
of my turbo land.
2443, turn left to heading 230.
That reminds me, let's throw up a poll.
Delta 2443.
What do you guys think the landing rate's going to be?
4355 established on localizer.
Poll
4355. Continue approach.
Continue approach 4355.
Landing rate over under.
Continue climb 14,000 2862. Delta 2443. Turn right to heading 235.
Turn right to heading 235. Delta 2443.
1923. Heavy. Descend and maintain 13,000. Altimeter 29089er.
Alright, Tyler gave a prediction, negative 193. Yeah, you can do that too. You can give me exact. Go vote on the poll also.
Turn right to heading
I'll give you a little bit more of a range.
Delta 2443.
Hard landing, I'm going to do anything over 225 feet per minute. It'll be hard, even though that's kind of low actually. We'll do 225. And then anything under 225 will be a nice butter soft landing.
Delta 2443.
4355. Wind calm. Clear to land 04.
We're going to go manual speed now.
Turn right to heading 254.
Turn right to heading 254. Delta 2443. Clear to land 044355.
Delta 2443. Turn right to heading.
Alright, Yoda, 2,500 feet. Then we're going to go to 60 degrees. 2,000 feet, so we are captured.
2443.
2958. Radar contact. Proceed direct Golf Alpha
Flaps
Yankee Echo
1.
Papa.
Speed brake
Maintain
armed.
10,000. Altimeter 290.
Medium auto brake.
Contact Atlanta. Center 120.45. Proceed direct Golf Alpha Yankee Echo Papa. Maintain 10,000. Contact Atlanta. Center 120.45. Q958. 2862. Climb and maintain flight level 190. Climb and maintain flight level 190, 2862.
The VOR doesn't seem right. Points in the wrong direction.
Delta 2443, turn left to heading 254.
Turn left to heading 254. Delta 2443.
These beautiful trees. Looks like these are some golf courses. Something. Beautiful trees are from the John Hibashi's 4-season pack. Basically replaces all the in-game trees with some really awesome models. And then the seasonal, you can swap them out. Right now I have early fall, late summer trees in right now. So we've got a few trees changing colors, but not all of them. Once we get to about probably October 10th, I'll be swapping out and bringing in full-on fall trees. Now obviously when we're doing our flights on the World Tour, we're in the Southern Hemisphere, so it's the opposite direction. It's right now early spring, late winter trees, and then we'll have spring trees, so different colors. It's looking pretty good. I'm seeing more colors than last year. Last year it didn't seem like they popped up as much. I'm hoping the fall ones, a lot more trees actually turn colors. We're going direct to IOTA, or EOTA.
Proceed direct, Mike Alpha Victor Delta Romeo, climb and maintain 10,000, 2436, heavy.
I just want to get slowed down so we're not fighting speed the whole way. Our approach speed is 132. We're already at flaps 2 as well. Once we make this turn, I'll throw out the landing gear.
Proceed direct Golf Oscar Romeo Golf Echo. Proceed direct Golf Oscar Romeo Golf Echo. Plane Master 1298.
Beautiful weather. You can actually put the ILS on as well.
Descend and maintain 2,000, Delta 2443.
Delta 2443, cleared.
Now, I don't think it'll capture the glide slope, but we can use it because we're not on the ILS approach. I don't think it'll capture glide slope and all that. It might if I hit approach. Hey, we're cleared for the runway, 2,000 feet. Start descending there.
Proceed direct Oscar Mike November.
Proceed direct Oscar Mike November, 5687.
Why we need to overturn this, I have no idea. Can we turn? What's going on?
Niner 123, radar contact. Proceed direct Alpha Golf Mike Echo Quebec.
Flat
Climb
3.
and maintain 10,000 altimeter 2989er.
Proceed direct Alpha Golf Mike Echo Quebec. Climb
We're
and
going
maintain
on the VOR
10,000,
track. You
Niner
can see it
123.
just off.
1923, heavy. Descend and maintain
Probably gonna start
3,500.
coming back towards it.
Descend and maintain 3,500. 1923, heavy.
$2,000.
It's one of the bridges. It's an airport like right over here. Let's see the light. There it is.
2862, descend and maintain 16,000 altimeter
Speed
2989er.
132. We'll go full flaps.
Descend and maintain 16,000 2862.
Landing gear. Let's start recording a replay.
Delta 2443, established on inbound track.
Delta 2443, contact Savannah Tower 125.907.
Contact Savannah Tower 125.907. Delta 2443.
Plane Master 1.
Savannah Tower, Delta 2443, on final 01.
Delta 2443, continue approach.
Continue approach, Delta 2443.
Now this is a perfect runway to come in on to because we'll come in runway 1. Only 7,002 feet, a little bit shorter runway, but right at the end of the runway will be Alpha 2 where we'll exit. We'll just direct to the terminal right there. We do have reverse thrusters, so I'm not going to freak out too much on the auto brake. Medium should be enough. We'll deploy the thrust reversers as well. And that's an Air Force base. Yep, Hunter Army Airfield. And Savannah is right over, actually, right behind that. There could be more this way. There it is. There's Savannah. See the buildings. Alright, we captured the glide slope, so technically we did a VOR. I could be flying this by hand. I'm going to let the ILS take it, and especially since it's got a little bit of fog now coming up. Possibly auto land, depending if I can, when I see the runway. Still have 11 knot winds, crosswinds.
Delta 2443, wind calm, clear to land 01.
Cleared to land 01. Delta 2443.
1000. Hundred above. 500. 400. Minimum.
Continue.
400. 300. 200. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. Retard.
Delta 2443,
I feel like I
when
bounced there
vacated
again.
contact ground 121.9er.
When vacated, contact ground 121.9. Delta 2443.
I should have vacated there. Overall, all the way to the end. Okay, felt like it was gonna be a good landing. But I think I bounced a little bit. Not too bad. We stayed center. You can see, not too long of a runway, but we were definitely slowed down just fine. We'll check that out on the replay once we are
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached
all
our
unloaded and
destination.
everything.
The local time is 9:51 a.m. and it's currently about
Too much.
73 degrees
Savannah ground, Delta 2443. Runway vacated with Alpha 2. 1016. Taxi to holding point. Runway 10 by Alpha.
Delta 2443, taxi to gate 11 by Alpha 2, Alpha 3.
Taxi to gate 11 by Alpha 2, Alpha 3. Delta 2443. Taxi to holding point. Runway 10 by Alpha 1016.
Alpha 3. Too sharp turn. Going in the grass. So gate 11 is going to be the second one. I'll use that one right there. 13, 11.
Contact Augusta Tower 118.7. Contact Augusta Tower 118.7. 1016.
A2 bleed on. Parking brake set. And engines can come off. Oh, that strobe light. Alright, let's get the GPU, and we'll request to be boarded.
The boarding requested.
Beacon light off. Seatbelt signs can come off. External power available. APU bleed off. It's the first time I've seen. Well, I guess it's not the first time I've seen a little like.
Passengers deboarding
I
started.
don't know what kind of jet that is. Executive jet or something.
Lake City Ground 3156, runway vacated. 3156, taxi to parking.
Alright, so we're gonna let this finish up and then we'll do a replay.
3156.
Hopefully it works. Did I not hit replay? Okay, I guess we're not gonna do a replay. I could have sworn. Yeah, I could have sworn I hit the replay button, did I not?
Hold position 7071.
Okay, fine, I guess we're not going to look at a replay on this one. Sorry about that. I just want to hit it and... But... it's not. So we'll just get to watch the passengers come off. While we're doing that, we'll jump over to Atlanta, just do a quick review of the flight.
814, contact tower 126.0.
Contact Charleston Tower 126.0814.
Alright, so here's the flight. Got a landing of negative 294.29. So if you, well, I was about 100 more than Tyler predicted, and definitely a hard landing, at least on our scale. Where's the plan? Yeah, for some reason my tracking wasn't working, but we came out right here. I did a loop. Straight shot from Macon over to Savannah. A little bit of a hold to get our altitude, and then into the landing, a little bit firm, 294, but we were on the center line, so I'm happy with that. At least that aspect of it. Three votes. We only had 3 votes on the poll, but only one of you was right with the hard landing. The other 2, well, you guys were wrong. But that was my attempt. Alright, so now what we're going to do, hopefully you guys... Board everyone.
Crew deboarding starting.
Bring up... Take a look at Pack X. So passengers getting off. Scurrying off. Last one will probably be Tammy Schmidt, but again, localized names, pretty cool thing if you're interested in having a little bit of passenger interaction. We'll end the flight and see what they have to say. Negative 305 on this. I wish they would have given us some food. Well, it was a very short flight. Totally telling my friends about this airline, and I'll be recommending you at work. Okay, so it wasn't too bad of a landing. But one person wished they had some food. Again, on a very short flight like that, not a lot of time.
Your pilot's deboarding starting.
Alright, so I think we're just gonna, with these, blah 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 blah. Like my talking here. We're going to go to an intermission. Got quite a few people watching on YouTube, so I think I'm going to just leave you guys all on the same stream. We're going to go to an intermission, set up the next flight, jump into the CRJ. We're going to fly from Savannah up to Charlotte. So hopefully you guys stick around. Glad to have you all here. We're going to pump up some music, and I'm going to get everything set up for that next flight in the CRJ. We're going to be flying PSA Airlines, Savannah up to Charlotte, North Carolina. So I will see you in probably 10-15 minutes. And I will see you, well, as I said, I'll see you in a few. Here we go.
Augusta ground, Endeavour 5185, gate 1 Bravo, request pushback and startup.